guys. Well, happy Sunday. It's another Sunday. It is May the 2nd. May the 3rd? May the 3rd. Tomorrow is May 4th, which means happy May the 4th be with you. I really didn't really have anything really planned. So I started thinking and decided, with Star Wars, May the 4th, tomorrow, maybe we'll do a mail call, a mailbox. Do have a couple things, two Star Wars related, but before we get into Star Wars, a loose hidden Panetteria from Heroes. Unfortunately, she can't really stand too well. This is the Mezcal, I believe. Head, because of the hair, has very limited turning. She has shoulder joints that can turn the hands, no joints on the elbows, no joints on the thighs, the knees, or the ankles. There is a waist joint. So as far as figures go, this figure sucks. But as far as sculpt goes, this a pretty good likeness. I expected her to be a little shorter than this, as all the other characters are about the same size. There are two versions, I believe. This one and the cheaper one, which is a battle damage version. She has some burnt in her face, some blood, some burnt marks on her clothes. Unfortunately, I believe this is the only versions of hidden Panetteria that they made for action figures. So if you actually want a figure, it's very limited. I've been finding out they have made toys of certain actors and certain actresses. So for my female shelf, I've been trying to collect certain ones. They have made a Megan Fox one, but that's for Jonah Hex movie. Again, only one figure for Megan Fox. It's pretty insane. You would think as much movies that have been created, So, you know, with Hayden, I get it. Heroes was big. You'd think at least 2 figures for that. I think Nashville was pretty big. You'd think maybe something for that. Megan Fox was in Transformers. No figures. Jennifer's Body. There's a ton of movies she's been in, and they only made 1 figure from a superhero DC movie. Technically, excuse me, a lot of the figures that were made for certain characters is because of DC or Marvel superhero movies. Which is pretty insane. But besides her, we got Eliza Dushku from Buffy. So this one comes with the sleeveless arms. I kind of like the full jacket though. Comes with the dark knife, a lead pipe, an arrow, and a bow and arrow. So we got Faith and Buffy, the graduation, which is, I believe this, yeah, graduation day. There is a witch feeling Buffy. Once more with feeling. So they actually made figures from the TV show, certain shows. Bad Giles, Fate. End of Days, Buffy and Faith. There's a nice bio of the graduation day. I definitely love Eliza Dushku. She's a great actress. I'm surprised they didn't make figures for Dollhouse. She was also in another TV series that True Calling? It's pretty insane. We are definitely opening this. So another character I would love to get from Buffy. Again, the only made, I think, 2 different versions of her, but only from Buffy, and that is Michelle Trachtenberg. However, since her passing, the prices have gone completely insane. But Eliza, I'm definitely opening. If I do end up getting Michelle, I'm not opening her. think there are figures like I said, there are things I want to get, and there are things that I want to get and not open. Like I said, Megan Fox, Michelle Trachtenberg are on the top of my list. I really don't know who else. Little by little, I'm trying to complete the shelf, and it's insane. Trying to figure out who I would love to collect. Then trying to find if they actually made a character of that actress. Or of the character itself. Like, truthfully, I would love somebody to pick up the Bionic 6. I would love a actual Rock 1 character that's 12 inches, where they can actually do a great sculpt of the character. The original toy was G.I. Joe size, and I do want to pick that up. But it kind of would be crazy to see somebody pick up the IP for Bionic 6. But then again, I still have a lot of room. I've been thinking of Red Sonja. I don't know. So Star Wars wise, we got the 7th Sister Inquisitor. Comes with a droid, lightsaber, 2 things, piece of the helmet, bio, they are coming out with the 11th brother. In I believe in July. I think it's going to be sooner. Hopefully. So in a couple of weeks we are going to start with Star Wars, so the Sith. We're starting in the back. First 2 I'm going to open up is Savage Oppressor and somebody else that's not Sith but should be in the Sith. And then we're going to do the Inquisitors. So I think the biggest one they're missing is the 6th brother. We do have Marok, who is basically the 1st brother. So he can take that spot. Although it's the dead version of him, it's still him. the Grand Inquisitor Marok. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then we have 7 going down to 12. Should be pretty interesting. I think we have most of the back row, the first back row. We should have some of the second row, some of the third row, and I think the front row is actually almost finished with the characters I want in that area. But imagine, well, you're gonna see it. 4 rows of Sith. Nine figures across. It's gonna be insane. But besides the 7th sister, we also got Greedo. This is an older version. I think there are 3 or 4 different versions of Greedo. But this is the only one that has a brown belt and the jacket and the yellow sleeve or orange sleeve paint. The other 2 is the regular version and the retro version, and it's just plain green, like bright green. I wanted Greedo, just not that version of him. I want him to stand out and have a little extra color. If you've been following me, you know that that shelf is almost complete. We just have a little bit opening. We have room for Rook, Gar Saxon. Hopefully they make a figure. I'm hoping for Appa. They made him in the smaller version. I want the true version of him. A Black Series figure of him. And that should leave maybe 2 or 3 spots left. So, I mean, it's not much. We're almost there. I would love to fill it out with more of Mandalorians, but at the same time, you know, Appa isn't a Mandalorian. He's a Jedi or a Rebel pilot. And I would love to add Sigourney Weaver, Colonel Ward, just to have Weaver somewhere. I've been a fan of hers since Aliens, Ghostbusters, and then of course there is the assassin Sam from Phantom Menace. So, I mean, we gotta wait and see how this turns out. So, hopefully, we're waiting on a couple days. We have Retro Crimson Guard coming in, the female. Retro Zap coming in for G.I. Joe Classifies. We have a unboxed Super 7 Ultimates Foot Clan Soldier coming in. We have a Transformers Masterpiece coming in. We also have Zanya about to be shipped, and hopefully in a week or two we have a couple more Star Wars figures coming in. Things are slowing down, but not to a crawl. It's just a brisk walk. We do have some DVDs coming in. There are stuff that I'm picking up and planning to pick up, and things hopefully I'm planning to buy online. Like I said, there is, I think, once the 3 Star Wars Black Series figures actually gets shipped in a couple weeks, I'm pretty sure they're gonna drop something on the 4th, tomorrow. So that's something to look forward to. I still have Lord Starkiller coming in, and a ton of G.I. Joes on pre-orders. And for some reason, it's literally about 10 of them, all on July 1st. So I'm pretty sure they're going to split that up. And then we got Yojo June, which is going to be insane. San Diego Comic-Con, again, going to be insane. G.I. Joe HasLab. Lots of things to look forward to. While I then trying to save money, we do have a lot of Kickstarter stuff. The second G.I. Joe compendiums coming in at the end of the year. SWAT Cats comic book, Disney comic book series, and of course the the Soul Reaver series, Legacy of Kain comic coming in. a lot of movies hitting up, it's literally non-stop. Like I said, for now, Super 7 Thundercats is kind of complete. I'm still on the line if I should pick up Hachiman. Silverhawks is complete for now. We're waiting on more figures. Unfortunately, Super 7's not doing any more Power Rangers, so my Super 7 Power Rangers is probably complete. I might pick up another Putty. Might pick up Draken. I definitely need to pick up Amy Jo Johnson figure. And of course, they only made, I think, like 3 or 4 versions of her. It's all Power Rangers. Super 7 is one of them. I would like to pick up the Lightning Deluxe version. I think the face looks a little bit better. So we'll see how that goes. Turtles. Hun is at the end of this year with Mechagodzilla, Kiru, as well as T-Ray. There is still the organic foot soldier that I want to pick up, and then that's going to be complete for now until they actually bring out Toka Reza and Ground Chuck and Dirtbag. So little by little, my sets are being completed, or at least up until the point where I have to wait for the companies to actually make the figures I want. Except for G.I. Joe. Technically it's already there, but literally, unlike all the other companies that do 4 to 8 figures a year, G.I. Joe is doing like 16 to 20 something a year. Hopefully can concentrate on Soul of Chogogan, Transformers Masterpiece. We're getting there. Slowly but surely. And then really concentrate on the DVDs. And of course, we can always say that's it, but as a collector, we know that's never it. So anyway, guys, thanks for sticking around. Thanks for watching. Take care. Be safe. Hope you guys loved this mailbox, seeing these figures. Again, hopefully it makes you want to go out and maybe find a certain figure you might want that you didn't realize existed. Like a lot of these female shelf figures, I didn't know existed until I started searching for them. It's insane. But happy May the 4th be with you day. Hope you guys enjoy the weekend and hopefully maybe have Monday off to enjoy that day. Be safe. Aloha.